So I would like to introduce myself first. So my name is Rahul Thakur. My name is Rahul Thakur, and I'm having 12 years of experience. And I'm working as a, you can say, team lead
Okay.
in Reliance Jio, Mumbai.
Okay.
And I'm also a trainer. So I'll give you intro of both in the screening call actually. So basically,
Yeah.
React.js, what it is? So React.js is a library, okay, which
Mm-hmm.
we use to manipulate the DOM elements, okay, and kind of more faster development we do with the help of React.js. Why? Because we are using components there to reusable components basically to draw the application or to build the application. I'll give you some showcase to you.
Mm-hmm.
And vice versa, the React Native is a framework, okay, that we use for developing the hybrid applications, mobile applications. So what does hybrid stands for? So hybrid stands for means a single application can work on both the environments, Android and iOS both. Okay. If you create an application on Android, you need to use Kotlin. Now, earlier they're using Java, but now it's more advanced and using Kotlin. Okay. So that kind of application, we called it a single application or a standalone application. But with the help of React Native, one build can be moved to two different sections and deliver on the two different environments, iOS and Android both together. So these are the major difference between React and React.js. React
Actually,
are browser.
anything you show, anything you show something. I think in just only it's a visible only Zoom.
Yeah, I'm going to share. I'm just giving my thoughts first. So
Okay.
React.js we use only for the browser and React Native we use for the mobile development. Okay, so this is
Okay.
the basic difference. First, second is React.js is for only is a library, while React Native is a framework which we are using in the mobile development. Take care.
Okay.
If we talk about React, so as I said, is a JavaScript is a popular open source JavaScript library. Okay, and if you so you have worked on Angular or Angular JS,
Angular,
Angular. So
TypeScript.
TypeScript. Okay, Angular with TypeScript. Okay.
Yeah.
Angular, what is Angular? So Angular is a framework. Okay, so what is the
Yeah.
difference between framework and library? So the difference is if you go with the Angular like framework approach, you need to mug up the syntax and you should follow the syntax to write the code. While if you talk about library, you can write plain JavaScript in it and it will work. So that is the beauty of libraries rather than framework. And if you talk about the security point of view, so by default, Angular is as a framework, it provides a lot of security in-house, while in terms of React, we need to build that security system in it. Okay. So if any system has a framework, lot of things you will come up within that environment, while in the library you need to expose it, है ना? Forcefully expose it
Mm-hmm.
into it to use it. ठीक है? So if you talk about React, so React is what? Components by architecture. So what is component based architecture means? Let's suppose I have to design this page on a UI. So what I thought of, if there is a title, there is a one paragraph, then there is a section where we can see that this point is repeated, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So what we can do in that case, we can make it as a component which will contain a title and a description. And what we will do, we'll keep all this data in a form of JSON, and that with the help of map method, array.map, we can iterate the component and just fill up the data. So instead of writing this component multiple 6 times, we just create one component, and using the loop, we can iterate it for the 6 times or n number of times. What is the length of the array? Okay, so this is called component by architecture. Mostly in React, what we do, if you found anything which is going to be reusable, we'll convert it into a component and then we'll serve it via component. Okay, got it?
Okay.
Then declarative sentence, what does it mean? We are following declarative sentence here, like the semantic approach. Semantic approach means the SEO friendly syntaxes. Okay, like main tag, section tag. So these we are using. Also, if you create any DOM, so we use basically the camel casing thing. Like, so if you talk about any HTML page, so how we write it? We write it like that. We use only small cases, correct?
Yeah.
है ना? We use small cases for writing HTML text, but in terms of React, we use like this. So this looks like more declarative sentences. Okay. So this you can create it as a component, and if you need to create it, it will something like that. Function button. Okay. Return also just right. Okay. And now you simply just call this button here like this. So any component which we create, it will be is a function. Okay. And anything we need to pass here. Let's suppose we are like here shops. So that is here the attribute. Let's suppose I will write monthly. हेलो, हाँ शिवांगी, हाफ एन आवर दो, कनेक्ट करता हूँ। नहीं, मैंने तो नहीं चेंज किया है। मैं भी कॉल करता हूँ 15 मिनट में। ओके, लेट्स सपोज यूज ऑन क्लिक मेथड and okay, so it will render like in a page. If you need to render it, so you can simply go and add something like that. Every single time. Yes. So I'm just giving an example ki what is semantic HTML. So semantic HTML or declarative sentence is ki we can use the meaningful name like start with the first letter with the start with the upper letter, uppercase. Okay. Now virtual DOM. What is virtual DOM? So if you inspect any page, see. So what is this? This is a DOM. Okay. And React uses virtual DOM approach. So the React library is written something like that. It creates a copy of a DOM, real DOM, which we called it as a virtual DOM. Okay. So what is the benefit of virtual DOM? So the benefit of virtual DOM is whenever you change anything in your application, it will keep checking DOM versus virtual DOM, and it just update the specified node. Let's suppose this is a div. Okay, inside it there is p tag and there is a p tag. Okay, so this is, we can say it is a, and this is the virtual DOM. This is the DOM and this is the virtual DOM. And let's suppose something is going to be changed in this particular p tag only. So what it does, it always keep checking the DOM nodes. This is the DOM nodes, and keep checking it. And once it found key only this p has updated with this p, so it's just going to update this with this. I can use this arrow for it. Okay, you got my point? How virtual DOM works, Sandeep?
Yeah.
Okay. So virtual DOM, so basically how it does this work? So with the help of diffing algo, which is written by the React team, so the diffing algo basically keep checking the DOM nodes, and when any of the DOM get updated, it basically just updated with the real DOM. So this is on state of and in Angular approach if you talk. So what it does every time, it just re-render the DOM. Okay. That is why performance of React is most faster than Angular. Got it?
Okay.
Now unidirectional data flow. In Angular, we have two directional data flow. है ना? We can write and same time it will update. But in React, what it does, we follow single direction flow. So that is also responsible for making it more faster. Okay. JSX, we use JSX syntax. So it is similar to HTML syntax. Looks like in similar, but it's different. So I'll show you some example here. So if you see here, this looks like HTML, looks like,
Okay.
but actually it is a JSX. Okay. So similarly, the way we write HTML, in the same way we write JSX. Okay. So look right. And rich ecosystem means, as you know, like React, uh, GitHub stars are more as compared to Angular. Okay, that's why React ecosystem is getting enlarged day by day, and we are getting lot of tools to use it. Okay, so here we have Redux also. We are Redux for the state management. What we have there Annex, and there's also a new thing came up in React environment, that is Next.js, which is kind of by default it is a framework of React.js, and it is a full stack framework where you can add front end and backend both code. Okay. So these are some key features of the React. Some advantages like reusability. As I told you that we are using component based architecture. So component is always reusable. So it is reusable. Performance wise, virtual DOM we are using. So it's only updating the particular node. So that is why it is performance wise more powerful than Angular. Community support, like it has a more GitHub stars in GitHub, as compared to Angular, and we are getting lot of third-party libraries available for it. So community support is also very good, and it is very flexible as it is a library. So we can implement core JavaScript code also easily, and it is LCO friendly also. We can write anything server side code here, okay, to make it more user friendly website. Some disadvantages, like you started from Angular and you're coming to React. So initially it will be a little bit not difficult, but a little bit uh, time consuming to understand the things. But once you understand the things in one, you can say in a week, then it's very easy. You feel like it's more easy than Angular to write code in React. Okay. So tooling
Okay.
is also there, same like Angular. Like we have Webpack, linting, Babel, all these stuff are there. And in Angular, I feel like in every 6 months they are launching a new version of it, which is kind of very um, you can say hectic at the end of the day, or after a sprint is over. We need to again spend some time on upgrading the Angular existing project. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is very time challenging thing and very company centric thing which I really feel. So that is why people are more now moving towards from React Angular to React environment, because here things are stable, and if you go with the previous also, so we are not facing any issue. So that support is very
Okay.
good in React environment. Okay. So this is
Okay.
just overview of what is the React. Okay. And if you talk about React Native, so React Native is a framework which we can use for the mobile development. Okay, so we can create Android app, iOS app, and Windows app. Okay, but Windows app basically I never tried because I never get a chance to work like that. Mostly I worked with the Android and iOS app, and right now three apps are, hosted on the Play Store and App Store both. You can check it out as well. So there is an app like ICS Career GPS, which I have created. This one. This app I created from scratch. So front end, back end, database design, hosting on the cloud. So I did everything on it. I'll share.
Okay.
You can try this app. So this app is basically a combination of LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and their core concept. So the four features are included in a single app. Okay, this is for basically students from 8th class to 12th class, or you can say from 8th to graduation up, post graduation classes. They can use this app. You get the insights about their careers, what they want, okay, and how to proceed in their career. So this app is related to this. So this app I created for Upgrade company, which is located in Bangalore. Okay,
Okay.
so I've created the attendance management system for them, where user can log in into the app. They need to capture their photo and then fill their task and submit it. And based on that, their attendance, it will reflect on the calendar also. If they have applied or they are on leave, okay, or they are off or okay. So this I have created along with one more app I have created, and two three apps are in undergone or means in process also. By sorry, this is an AI based application. So here I have used the speech recognition APIs, where I can user can speak and we can convert the speech to text with the help of speech to text that I have used. So there are simulation engines we have. Okay, based on the user, it shows different sections to the users, and user need to answer on it. And based on that, we can simulate that user what is it is the user requirements, and accordingly they can create their send the product for their review. Okay. So basically their clients are JCB and other clients where they can put the reviews of it, and accordingly they can upgrade the GMI, the JCB machines. So these three apps currently are in pro live now. Few others I have created, but that is like third party, and I don't see their app in the store. I think they are directly roll out with where they via their websites. Okay. So this is the work which I have done so far on the app side. Okay. So any questions you want to ask me?
Uh, Actually, I'm okay. So it's a very detailed. So what is the React? What is React Native? That's
Okay.
it. Uh,
So just get the clarity. Okay, just go through some docs on or some friends or some like social the Google or YouTube. The because I think you should also start with React. First you start with React and then come up with the React Native. So it will easy for you to catch up the things. If you directly jump to React JS, React Native, so later on if you go for React, so you will feel the lot of things are missing there.
okay.
Okay, so just think of it and just update the team
Yeah.
accordingly. Start the sessions.
Yeah. So I will update you soon. Thanks. Thanks so much.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah. Have a good day. Thank you.
Bye. Take care.